Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Styles by Morgan. As you can see by the title, I'm working with Tinashe Hair for today's video. This is their 5x5 HD closure wig. It's water wave and it's in 22 inches. The density is 180% and it looks amazing. When I tell you guys this is some of the best lace that I've worked with, I really mean that. So this is how it comes. It comes in a pink satin bag. And as you can see, the hair is very full, even though it's only 180% density. The hair does come pre-plucked, but I did a little bit of extra plucking and I bleached the knots. This hair has been co-washed and I did let it air dry, so that's why it's a little bit frizzy. Comes with a satin bonnet, wig cap, a little headband, info on the hair, and some really cute mink lashes. So I'm starting off with my powder foundation. I'm using that to tint my wig cap, as you guys can see. This really helps to give a flawless finish. I'm also adding that powder foundation to my lace as well, and this just really helps the wig look a little bit more scalp-like. So I'm attempting the bald cap method. I'm using my Got To Be Glued spray and I'm just spraying that all over my wig cap. And once it's dried, I'm cutting off the excess lace. I definitely should have let this dry longer because it kind of came up later, which was really annoying. But I would definitely recommend you guys really let it dry before you cut off the lace, or use like a blow dryer or something like that. I have my hair in 2 braids temporarily because I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, so I couldn't cornrow it. So it's not the flattest install. It's definitely giving the girls UFO, a little bit of Megamind, alien head, all of that. But you know what? We're just working with it for today. So I'm just spraying some more Got To Be Glued spray on there and kind of trying to press that wig cap down. So now I'm taking the little adjustable bands inside the wig and I'm using that to fit the wig cap to my head. You can choose to sew in a band, but this just works easiest for me. And I wanted to do a middle part today, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm just parting my hair, trying to get a really nice straight line. Especially with middle parts, you really want your part to be very straight and crisp. Now I'm just clipping my hair back off my face so that it's not in the way when I start to cut my lace. And I'm starting by just cutting in the middle of the lace so that I can have 2 tabs. And I'm using my wax stick to push all the hair back and brush it back out of the way so that it doesn't bother me when I'm cutting my lace. So last time I cut my lace, I used a razor and I cut myself. So this time I'm using my lash scissors to cut my lace and it's much easier for me. So you want to make sure that you're cutting in a zigzag pattern. You don't want to cut in a straight line because it just makes it so obvious that you're wearing a wig. So if you kind of go into a zigzag pattern when you're cutting your lace, it kind of just helps the lace to melt better into your skin. You definitely want to take your time. Don't rush this process. I find that when you rush, when you're cutting your lace, that's when you end up messing up, or at least that's when I end up messing up. So I really took my time on this part. You want to make sure that you're cutting as close to your hairline as possible. And as you can see, I did some extra plucking and that really helps so that it's not too dense in the front. And again, take your time, really pay attention to where you're cutting, and yeah, just make sure you're doing it right. Also, it's really important to cut the tabs off on the corners, as you see that I'm doing here, because again, it just makes it look a little bit more natural, and those tabs will be really annoying later. So I always make sure that I cut off the tabs. Now I'm just going in on the other side of the lace and doing the same process, just cutting in a zigzag pattern as close to my hairline as possible. So next, I'm just using my wand curler just to push the hair back from the front of my face. You can use your hot comb as well. I just like to use my wand for this process. So I'm using my Got To Be spray, and I'm just spraying that as close to my hairline as possible. You want to wait till your Got To Be spray gets nice and tacky before you put your lace down. So I usually wait a few minutes, or I'll use my blow dryer to speed up the process. So once the glue is nice and tacky, you're going to place your wig down and you're going to use an elastic band. This is definitely a pro tip that I found. It really makes a huge difference when it comes to melting your lace. Also, you want to make sure that you're not putting your wig too low. You do not want your wig on your eyebrows, girl. Like, we do not want to see that no more. Like, put your wig as close as possible to your hairline. You don't want it to be too low. You don't want it in the middle of your forehead. So now, again, I'm just using my wand to kind of get, to kind of flatten out the top of my hair, and also, again, push my hair back away from my face. Then I'm going in with my wax stick, and I'm repeating the process with my wand. And the wax stick with the heat, that just really will get your wig flat, sis. Like, trust me. I did have quite a few flyaways with this hair, so the wax stick really helped when it came to taming those flyaways. So now I am just spraying my hair with some water and conditioner, and I really wanted to go with the wet look for today. So I'm really saturating my hair. Make sure you get those ends as well, and then you're just going to finger comb through the hair. Guys, do you see the texture? Like, when I tell you guys, this wig is just amazing. The hair is such good quality. Like, I cannot rave about it enough. This is definitely some of the best hair that I've worked with, and definitely some of the best lace as well.
Is long. Is that your hair?
No.
Yeah, no, seriously, I thought it was your hair. Recording it?
So I'm just continuing to saturate my hair. You really want to get it nice and wet. And the conditioner definitely helps to really define your curls as well. So that's why I like to mix up some conditioner in my spray bottle. And yeah, that gives me the wet look that I really like. I also like to add some mousse to my hair. This also helps to define your curls and really give you that wet look. And while I'm adding my mousse, I also like to scrunch up. So this really gives me defined curls, and I just love the finish when I add some mousse and just scrunch my hair. It always looks so pretty. So I'm just repeating the process on the other side, really saturating my hair with my water and conditioner, and finger combing it as I'm doing so. Again, take your time through the process. You really want your hair to look perfect, so don't rush the process, really take your time. So I removed my elastic band. It's been maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and you can see that lace really melted in. I did have to take some alcohol to remove the excess glue that I had on my forehead, but that's an easy fix. Guys, look at the melt. Like, this lace is amazing. I absolutely love HD lace. It's so good. So for my baby hairs, I'm just parting out a little bit of hair here. Another tip is to really keep your baby hairs thin. You don't want super thick baby hairs. That definitely screams wig. So you really want to keep your baby hairs thin, and I'm just honestly thinning it out even more now. I'm just taking hair out where I don't need it. Then I'm going to take my lash scissors, cut the baby hair, and I'm actually using edge control. I usually use mousse for my edges, but I'm using my Arcani edge control just to lay these baby hairs, and I really liked it, to be honest. I might continue doing that. So now I'm just molding it using my little edge brush. Again, really taking my time with it. I cut off the ends here because I felt like my baby hairs were a little bit too long, so you can always go in and cut them. I prefer to keep them longer and then cut shorter, because you don't want to cut too short straight away, because then you can't go back and fix that. So if you leave it a little bit longer, you can always go in and cut it shorter later. So I'm repeating that process using my edge control on the other side and just molding my baby hairs to my liking. Now I'm taking my powder foundation once again, and I am placing that on my lace. You want to create a gap or separation between the hairline and your baby hairs. That also makes the wig look a lot more natural. So again, that's where good plucking comes in, and this powder foundation definitely helps to create a little bit of a gap there. You can really see the difference that plucking makes in your hairline. I'll try to insert a picture of what a plucked and unplucked hairline looks like. So now I'm just doing a bit of plucking in my part as well, again, to make it look more natural. I did over pluck a bit, as you can see in the middle, but that is an easy fix as well. You can always take some mascara and just try and fill in any part that's over plucked there. Now you want your part to be very, very crisp and sharp. So I'm going in again with my powder foundation, and I'm just creating a really, really crisp line. This also helps with the naturalness of your wig. I'm just adding a good amount of powder all the way down my parts. And again, you can see that over plucked part there, but like I mentioned, you can easily clean that up with some mascara. I didn't do that here, but that is an easy fix. And then I'm going back in with my wands, and again adding a little bit more heat to the top of my hair so I can really flatten it out. And again, using my wand to push my hair off of my face. I honestly feel like that really, really makes my wigs look so much more natural when I do this little tip. I actually saw Glow Princess do this, and I was like, huh, this is a really good tip. So ever since that, I've been doing it as well. Look, Mom. So I'm just going back in one more time with my wax stick to make sure my hair in the front is pushed back nicely and everything is tamed. And yeah, guys, that is the end of the look. Like, this wig, this install, I'm really, really proud of myself. As you guys know, I'm still new to installs, but I think this is definitely the best install that I've ever done. This hair is absolutely amazing. Like, look at that texture, guys. So pretty, and the lace is absolutely amazing. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. So this is the finished look, you guys. How do you guys think I did? I'm really proud of myself. This lace melted so amazingly. It really is giving scalp. Make sure you drop a comment below. Let me know how you think I did, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment for your girl, and like this video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.